Well, I did have one, but he's not here yet.
He's walking in.
Is he walking in?
He's coming right now.
Brady Shoe. There he is. Well, Brady, we're gonna recognize you. Yes, first. We're gonna recognize Brady Shoe. He's a senior at Crockett High School, and I just wanted to share that he won the Daughters of American Revolution, the essay contest in the district, and now his essay is advancing to the regionals. So hopefully he'll do good there, and then we can keep going into state, because then more money comes in, and that's what we want to get for him. He's probably late because he just got back from Missouri. He went to Washington University to visit, and I think we found a college, so I'm excited about that. Yes? Yes. So I'm real excited. I mean, he's applied different places. I think there was one other place, but I think, which one?
George Mason.
Yeah, George Mason, but I think Mom and Dad would rather the other one, right? So anyway, I thought that, and I wanted him to share with you his essay, if it's okay, if y'all got a minute.
That's fine.
All right.
Go ahead.
Hello everyone, I apologize for my tardiness. The essay we had to write, just to fill you in about it, we had 2 hours in which to write it, and under supervised condition. It had to be less than 550 words, and it had to be on the topic. It had to be entitled, Our American Heritage and Our Responsibility for Preserving It. And the focus question was, how are our freedoms and responsibilities as good citizens changing? My response was, throughout American history, citizens have acquired many freedoms enumerated by the Constitution. However, these freedoms come with responsibilities, which, with the increasingly factionalized populace and decentralized national government, have become the mantle of those termed good citizens. First, though, one must define what a good citizen is. To most, this is equivocated with being a good neighbor, helping others and following the golden rule, but also doing everything a citizen can do, such as voting, serving on juries, and paying taxes. This is, however, not all that a classical good citizen must do. They must have a certain unadorned jingoism, as well as a hope in the brighter future of America. In the Constitution, American freedoms were specified from the abstract concepts of inalienable rights to the freedoms enumerated in the Bill of Rights. Later, new freedoms were added as socio-political thought evolved. Slaves gained freedom. Women gained the right to vote. The people gained control over senators. These evolving human rights, encapsulated in the three rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, have been the staple of the American experience, without which many great discoveries, such as the West and movements, such as progressivism, would not have occurred. As American freedoms have changed, so have their responsibilities. When, for example, women were given the freedom to vote, it became the responsibility of Americans to guarantee the vote to African Americans, which eventually occurred. Based upon the Bill of Rights, the basic responsibilities of citizens include the educated voting of officials, serving on juries, paying taxes, and maintaining the principles of representative government. But have these responsibilities shifted? After all, factionalism between liberals and conservatives increases, and the national government bestows its authority upon an increasingly bureaucratic system. What place do these slightly over 200-year-old responsibilities have? Sadly, the answers to these questions are yes and no. A vote for a candidate you agree with is easily canceled out with one of the opposition. Serving on a jury can end if one has something wrong about them. As one pays one's taxes, one also covers the taxes not paid by the extreme upper and lower classes due to government breaks or breakdowns. So, what can one do? Simply put, one must be a good citizen, not just an ordinary member of the masses. As mentioned before, a good citizen does all the tasks ascribed to all, but with an added quality, maintaining their government with a jingoistic hope. This means, in previous eras, to effect social change, like Jane Addams or Upton Sinclair. Now, it means to go back to the Founding Fathers and form a more perfect union, by other means, namely, speaking out against injustices to the American way, like Martin Luther King and Thoreau, to safeguard their liberties. It is clear that the freedoms and responsibilities of American citizens have both changed over time. However, it has been the responsibilities of good citizens that have changed the most, morphing from a more passive form of social action and now calling for more vocal action. Thank you.
it is, the consent agenda will be approved with the corrections on items 6 and 7. That has Dr. Garner voting no and Trey Young voted yes. Young voted no and Garner voted yes. Can I get a motion with
Motion to approve with correction.
It's been moved in second. That the minutes be accepted with the corrections. Are there any questions?
I did have a question, Dr. Moore. I noted there's a item for custom construction on the new building.
Yes,
Was that paid out of funds we already had without having to make a draw
that's correct.
for community?
That package already turned around, should be coming back to us the difference.
All in favor?
Superintendent's report, local grant program. I've asked Mr. Patton and Ms. Nichols to come tonight and give us a brief view of a couple of things as far as, I'm gonna skip the principals right now, y'all be thinking. I wanna skip them and I wanna go right on into our library grant that we've applied for and we got, which we're all proud of. And it's gonna be a big impact on our library for our district and something that a lot of people will be envious about as far as them having it in their district. And also, we have a short presentation about the views that we took, the pictures that we took at the gym at Spur, which is similar, a little bit smaller than the one we're building, but it's similar. You'll get to see similar form, okay? Would y'all like to take over now if they say?
Okay. Board trustees, Dr. Moore, we're happy to present this grant to y'all tonight. We got our notice there. I think all y'all got an email there from the Secretary of Education. Like $28 million was awarded in the U.S. there. Crockett was fortunate to get approximately $557,000 of that, which was the third highest in the state of Texas there, only by Houston ISD and one of the service centers. So we're extremely proud to be able to get this for our library. I'm going to call on 2 of our librarians tonight in a few minutes. They're going to give you something to take back and put in your notebook there of what we're going to be doing. And we're really excited. We're excited about what we're going to be doing for the kids of the district and for the community, because when we're finished with this thing, not only will it be for the kids and the instruction, but it also for the community to come in for resources, whether it is strictly reading or whether this is in there doing research. With that, we'll start. Tony's going to go through it, and we'll all be talking. Tony?
Here we go.
All right. You know, and the first thing is the vision for a library for tomorrow. You know, the perfect library, kid-friendly, a place where students want to be. When's the last time any of y'all been in our libraries? Been a while, probably. Just like me. For this year, I may have been in there twice since I've been in the district there, even when my kids were in school. I've been in there a lot lately there. We got great facilities, but the library as a whole lacks a lot. Not only in instructional material, books to read, e-books, which is electronic books, but even the furniture. And what we're going to go through when we get finished with this thing, it's going to be a place they want to come because it looks great. You got good facilities, but it's going to be, as cool as kids say, it's going to be a cool place to hang out. And that's what we want. Go ahead, Tony.
This is one of the online systems that we're looking at right now, and basically, you know, you can pull this up, you can get in and you can look at the top 10 most viewed books. You have your resource list, your new arrivals, and you know, this is kind of your whole deal right here.